We can also add symbols through the graphics. So as we said before, we want to add symbols here to jump around the whole system. So for example, let's just say we want a button to go back to the main screen if we had one, or we can have a button to take us to the level above, for example. All we need to do is just to select the text, the style of the button, its size. We can choose the font type and colors and all that stuff. We can change the back color, etc, etc. Now if we want to jump to a different, if we want to create the hyperlink for this button, all we need to do is just to select the other map to jump to on this list. And this is it. So we can have, let's say we call this home, and we can have it here. Now you have to do this for every single page. So if you want consistency through your pages, you'll have to manually add these buttons yourself. You cannot have a template for your page. What you can do, however, is to save this button so that you don't have to select the style and colors and etc, just to make sure that there's consistency along its look. So we can save it and give it a name, for example, home. So next time we create a new button, we can just load either the last button used or anyone along this list. The only thing that will not be maintained is this hyperlink. You'll have to manually select your page every time. In this case, however, we just want to have 4 buttons to dive into a zone. Let's say it's zone 1. That will take us to subsection 1. And we're happy with the look of this button. Yeah, we'll just move it here. We can now save this as zone. And we can create similar buttons for the other subsections of this map. And zone 4. Obviously I will need to select my hyperlinks, but I have not created these maps as yet. Now buttons can also be useful to create text on the page. So as you can see, we have no information about this site, what it is, what level it is. So we might decide to have something shopping mall level 1. Can adjust sizing. Okay, now the easiest thing is just to have a flat button without borders, so with a neutral background, so it doesn't really look like a button. We just have a nice symbol or nice writing. So we can also save this if we want to keep the appearance the same throughout all the maps, and we can call it title. Okay, so we can add a title also to our subsection, title, okay. As you will see, however, we have a gray background. We might want to try to match it by changing the back color. Obviously, if we're not able to do it exactly, we can use custom colors and we should be able to match any color. See, it's not exactly right, so we can just have to go through a bit of a lengthy process to find a hue that might actually suit. Now, knowing this, you may want to have your maps a different color, or just have this zone where you have symbols to be grayed out a bit, so these symbols stand out a bit more. And just keep the rest white, so you can have all your writing as required. Or you can also have this writing already plotted onto your background.